Hi guys, SFG here, and we're taking another look at Shadows of Forbidden Gods. So there's been a fair bit of traffic to the channel recently around this title, so that's really positive. Thank you and welcome to everybody who's now joining us. We're going to restart our Iastur playthrough. So I say restart because unfortunately the load for that won't work anymore because the game has developed quite significantly since I first started that Iastur game. So we're going to do a new game. I have tried to load it on the same seed and it didn't work. Unfortunately, the game has completely changed. So, which is a great thing, right? It's getting developed. So we're going to start a new game here. We're going to select Iastur. We know about his abilities and the sort of lore around him is this crazy, the god of madness, basically, right? He writes this horrible book that gets passed from person to person and turns them insane, turns the population insane, turns rulers insane. And his mechanics really focus on messing with personalities, which I quite enjoy, and spreading madness. So we're going to give this a go. Select Iastur. We know about his victory conditions. He has got a unique one. We'll see whether we try and do that. It is fairly... it can be very easy. It can be really, really close as well, in my experience. But we'll see how we get on with it. We might decide not to and just do the standard victory. Let's see how we get on for now. We're going to turn the map size up to 50 by 50. You can hear there that music playing, the new music, which is, I very much like it. Saves me putting my own tracks in, right? We're going to keep the difficulty on normal for this. We're going to go to the advanced options just to show you this. Keep turn limit, orcs and deep ones all on. We're going to keep the alliance on the most difficult setting, which for some reason is in the middle. It should probably be hardest through to easiest, but whatever. So this is the hardest setting where it purges shadow and infiltration. Not madness though, note. Humanity is vulnerable. Is this one. You can shadow and infiltrate the alliance, and then no alliance is this one, which is the easiest option. So this is the middle, this is the easiest. Why this is in the middle, who knows. Next page. Leave me challenge events on. We've got some new events actually to look at in the mod pack. End of turn movement events, we'll leave those on too. We'll shuffle this and we'll leave it off Pangaea. Let's see how we get on then, guys. Let's start this game now. Wish me luck. Hopefully the seed isn't awful, because it is random. I haven't seen it. Turn off the hints. We don't need you. We've seen you before. Thank you very much. So the first thing I always do in any game, as I think you guys know now, is take a quick look at the map. So what have we got going on here? Got our 50 by 50 map, a bit bigger. We've got a couple of islands I can see immediately. So we've got a snowy area here with no civilization, which isn't a bad thing. We've got some snow. Crikey, it's quite snowy, this map. Quite cold by the look. So we've got some snow up here. Lots of, look at all these ruins. Oh my word, so many ruins. Let's have a look at the nation view. We've got the Queendom of Pinny here. The Kingdom of Isti down here. Queendom of Demolvolv there. Easy to say. Kingdom of Matar. Is that Matarium? Mitati? Okay, that's cool. Kingdom of Istrans. I feel like these names are a bit different actually. That sounds interesting. These names sound a little bit different to what I'm used to in game. Maybe there's been some tweak to the naming system. Queendom of... Oh my word, I can't read that text. Fastis? Tiny. Oh no. Yeah, no, it's tiny. We'll leave that one. We're looking for the biggest kingdoms again, guys. Queendom of Senez. Movim Hill Horde. Little orcs. Only one. Two. Oh, three. Oh, okay, might be worth looking at them. Potential. We'll have a think. Queendom of Furfuti. Queendom of Ling. Tanzhaus Valley Horde. Right, we've got a couple of Queendom of Kachan, quite small. So this is a deserty area down here, and again, it's virtually unpopulated, which is quite interesting. And the kingdoms or queendoms that are here are quite small. We've got a big, and it's not really that big to be honest, guys, but we have a little orc horde to make use of here and a very tiny one here. Is this not inhabitable? Nope, so they can't expand without going into human territory, which will be probably impossible without some outside intervention. Then what have we got over here? We've got an island of two nations, the Kingdom of Amez and the Queendom of Riperons. And then we've got another island with two kingdoms on, the Kingdom of Atramus, the Kingdom of three, and the Queendom of Katur. Right, okay. What I'm going to do, guys, I can tell you straight away, is I'm going to try and... I want to make... Which is the most powerful nation on the map, do we think? Probably one of these two, which is ideal because they're right next to me. I'm going to try, this is my general game plan I think. I'm going to try and spread am I going to focus on Shadow actually, or shall I leave it? Shadow's going to spread here anyway, right, because of the tomb, where the tomb is. So we're going to get some good shadow spread in this area. I might leave this. I might... What have we got? We've got a citadel here. It's a nice defensive citadel and a castle look, and they're right on the border as well, which is very suitable for protection wise. I think I'm going to go to one of these citadels, immediately infiltrate it and start making them mad. What's he casting? There's a spell going on. Nurture, of course. Okay. So let's do that now with our supplicant. We're going to get him to one of villages. Less. I prefer to make the forts insane because I feel there's more chance. This might be wrong, by the way, but I think there might be more chance that they'd rebel because they're better defensible. So let's get to Rent Citadel. Looks to me the closest. Oh, I could go to a cathedral as well, but no, let's go to the Citadel. Rent, we'll go here. 1, 2, 3, 4 moves away. We're going to infiltrate it straight away. Because it's very cheap, Iastur's infiltration power to start with. And then we're going to spawn in now. What I want to do eventually, guys, is to get the book on these little nations and make these nations hate each other. I think the perfect way to do that. So we're going to try a more cerebral, if you like, political sort of game with Iastur, I think. We're going to try and make the dukes and duchies and the kingdoms hate each other's guts, right? And then we're going to try and set them off against each other and win by basically mutually assured destruction here. So, which is, you know, kind of a bit of a hot topic in the world, I guess, at the moment. Let's have a look. One thing I haven't done is check where the chosen one is, which is a risk of mine. So he's in this kingdom, which is bad because if he gets right, if this chosen one manages to convince this kingdom to join the alliance, we are in deep, deep trouble. Although the alliance is less problematic for Iastur because you can, hopefully, this queendom of Pinny will be 3 or 4 queendoms or kingdoms by the time we finish with it. But yeah, I want to get over to these islands, which I don't think the chosen one's going to really influence, and also make them mad. So what I'm going to do is, to start that, let's not do that. Let's create an agent. We're going to create a Hierophant to start, I think. I'm going to leave Orcs out of this play. I don't think Iastur gels as well with them, the fighty game, as it were, the more basic game. We could always change it, but for now I think we're going to stay away from that. Let's try a political game. So let's pop in this village. We're going to go for the intrigue, because that's what I'm going to be using for now. And we're going to try and infiltrate the farming community. I love these small, oh my god, I love these small challenge icons. I think that's turn 1 done. Let's get ahead, see how we get on. So we've got a couple of turns to skip here. Now, what do we pick for the supplicant? We've got Protector of the Tome. I don't find many uses for this, if I'm honest. You want the tome to be deployed as much as you can to get power, so not a fan of this one. Maddening Tongues, very fun. Or Favourite Toy, which is also very fun. How do we want to play with the... Let's do Maddening Tongues. I don't want to have a free respawn with him. It feels too easy. That's probably the wrong thing to say. I could just use him very, very uncautiously, and it probably wouldn't lead to a very good... we've got Madness in the Air yet again. So that I've got that mod in again just to keep it in the game. So we can have a similar experience. It's not going to be the same, but it will be very, very similar. So we've got Madness in the Air. Let's see what happens with this. And we're going to skip ahead here, guys, just until we get to our... He's reached his location. First, we've infiltrated. So we can immediately... We've got 2 different types of theft now. We've got Subtle Thievery and Rob Treasury. We're only going to do... How much gold has this person got? 55. So we might as well just rob the treasure, do the Subtle Thievery. Not too much money to steal there. Subtle Thievery only lets you take 35 gold. And I think only take a 1 item. Rob Treasure lets you take everything. You can also give items, of course. This is good though, because it lets us basically give the book to a ruler without being quite as overt with it. Look, it only gets us how much menace? 12 and 12. Crikey, it's still... Oh, that's Rob Treasury, sorry. Subtle Thievery gets... 3 and 5. This looks like it's out of sync to me. I suspect it's still reading off the big buttons where they would be. That's why it's not showing the correct challenge always. Anyway, let's move on with our lives. So we're going to take as much as we can, 35 gold. We're going to give PR, please. It's, you know, great trade, 35 gold for this really cool book. Take it. Baron Lesselis Nitties. Done that. Subtle Thievery. We're going to dismiss this. We know he's just done it. Thank you. Then I think we're going to... We've got a bit of money. Let's start infiltrating the villages, and then eventually... Has this got a library? It has. I think I'm going to try and go into the magic game late game, guys. So let's just start infiltrating some libraries. Okay, he's leveled up again. What I like to do with Iastur Supplicant is give him lore. A bit of... I like to give him everything, to be honest. A bit of lore, a bit of might, but we can't do everything just now. Oh, it's a new... Okay, it's a new event. Excellent. Old folks rambles. So, not all history is found in books. As such, old politics, tales of forgotten cults, and various atrocities fade from common knowledge, until finally only the very eldest have the memory to detail them with. Hierophant Rhaenyra Quinglin chats with the venerable elders of Ascente village, trying to tap into this vein of wisdom. Excellent. So what are my options? I can let them ramble. Your agent is likely to lose change progress. Your agent may gain a temporary stat boost. That sounds pretty cool. Then nothing happens. I've got to roll the dice. Okay, what happened? Mage, somebody's aware. That's the chosen one, we're not bothered. We know that. Baron Sights died of old age. Okay, he doesn't look that old, but well, gutted, I suppose. Okay, this one. Their hearing may not be what it used to be, but the elderly of Ascente village certainly listen well. Who could have fathomed that such a well-respected heir was a bastard all this time? Allegedly, of course. Hierophant Rhaenyra Quinglin will pursue this line of intrigue and see where it leads her. She gains 2 intrigue. That's flipping awesome. Excellent for 13 turns. Okay, we're taking that all day, every day. This mod pack, I think, has been changed a bit, by the way, guys. I think it makes things a little bit harder now, so that's going to be interesting to see later. Somebody else has died of old age. Gutted. Another seal breaks. We gain power. Time to start infiltrating. So this is what you've got to do with the Iastur early game. Use your 1 powers as much as you can. Infiltrate. Spread it because it's cheap. Later on as the game progresses, it becomes 2, then 3, then 4 costs for infiltration, at which point, let's be honest, unless you're desperate, you ain't using it. So this is... I do spend that power quite a bit in the early game, although it's a difficult decision because you've also got a power to manipulate personalities, which I love, so it becomes a bit of a balancing act. Skipping some terms. Hierophant Rhaenyra Quinglin completes infiltrate farming community. Lovely, let's go to him. Or her. Is this a male or a female? It didn't tell us. Any family? No. It was a new picture as well for this Hierophant. Didn't even know. He looks pretty badass, to be honest. Look at these eyes. But anyway, I digress. So we've infiltrated this. Let me have a look at this ruler here. Dislike some Dead Shadow Gold. Curious. He's not in a very powerful position. I want to start causing civil wars. Right, guys, that's my plan. Here's the capital. I don't need to do too much messing with that. Let's find a fort, right? Oh, it's by a city as well. I'd love to get this city involved because that's the next most powerful. What I want to do is basically get these cities. Let us... We're going to infiltrate this one, and this one, and then start taking over this city. Then I'm going to start messing with this ruler's head. He has no likes and dislikes. He's unremarkable. To these... Dislikes cooperation, he might be useful to mess with. Unremarkable. How about you, sir? Likes combat, curious. Right, let's go to this bastion. This is where I said it might be useful to mess with him. So we're going to infiltrate this. Has he got any security in this place? I ain't got no money anyway, have I? And it hasn't, thank God. Let's infiltrate this. And then, thank us, I guess I should say. And then we're going to... I might mess with this ruler's head as well. I'll show off the Hierophants, although it's a shame because it uses law and is awful at it, but that's how it is for now. Right, let's move on. Apathetic Witness. This is one of the old school ones, Supplicant Interrupts by a Cough, one of which carries a definite message to the listener. So we've been spotted. Somebody's basically lazily smoking, and she's some manner of plant matter. I wonder what it could be. Occasionally belching a small acrid cloud. She's blackmailing us. 5 gold... I dislike this, but we can spare it, so let's do it. Let's proceed. We've infiltrated the farming community. We're going to go to that. We're going to... Okay, so we've done these 3. Let's start messing with this. That should reduce this town security. Yeah, significantly now. We're going to bribe the guards. Good to do this, guys, actually. It's expensive, isn't it? 25 gold. But then again, I could just pick up some cashish from these guys. Let's bribe the guards. Does it give us menace? It does. What's the difference? Infiltrate will take us 25 turns. What's the security addition on that? I think it's 2 times... Oh, it's an extra 50, doubles it. No, we've got to, haven't we? It's doubling the time it takes, man. We can't. Do you know what I mean? For 25 gold, I think that's a great spend. Oh, spend our power before it. Spend it or lose it, as they say. Do I want to get into here? I'll tell you what I might do. I might infiltrate the library straight away. Why not? We bribe them. And now I can immediately infiltrate the city palace. I could actually even shadow this straight away, which might be a good play because it's going to be shadow from here, get in this area, then shadow from here, get in this area. Of course, it spreads better through. I should have infiltrated these two. Well, no. Only so many agents. There we've got our first seal broken and our first unique power of the Iastur. So our maximum power is increased to 3. We gain an agent slot. I don't think we've broken a seal before because we've got power 2, but it didn't give us anything of particular interest. So we've got a new agent slot, great. And we've unlocked the Devil Finds Work. Causes a target hero to begin to dislike something. The effect is subtle, but can be useful to cause the hero to prefer to accomplish certain tasks, to become cowardly, or to become more violent and prone to risky actions. So let's just have a look at this real quick. And I'll recruit an agent in a second. So let's just have a quick look. So if we click on a hero here, look. This is what the hero wants to do. These are his list. We haven't been through this, but this is his list of actions, effectively. He can mediate politics. Now, because he's a mediator, he obviously prefers to do things that relate to mediating politics, right? He likes cooperation as well, or she, sorry, likes cooperation by looks. I know, she likes Cerberus and she dislikes danger. So let's have a look at this. So the motivations for this, as you can see there, the positive tags are cooperation, the negative tags are combat, danger, discord. If we like, if this hero, Zirati, likes cooperation, she'd be more inclined to do this, right? If she dislikes cooperation, by the way, she'll be less inclined to do this, as you can probably imagine, right? I wonder if it's the same with reduce and rest. It is not. That's a shame. And the negatives there, as you can see, are combat, danger, discord. So if they like danger, they'll be less inclined to do this because there's no danger with it. Okay. Similarly with discord and combat. So what we can do is combat, cruelty, danger. It's the opposite there, of course. If they like combat, they're more inclined to do it. Let's see. Those are some of the tags that are associated with the motivations. There's also the distance, how far away it is from the person, and the international relations as well. There's all sorts of different things that feed into this. Look, menace. So because there's menace of the politicking, that will make it more likely to happen too. She dislikes danger, makes it more likely to happen. And she's got international relations. What we can actually do to this lady is we can use our power. It's not a great use this, but I'm gonna do it. We can't cast it on the chosen one. Look, non-chosen one. Select her. She's going to dislike this, right? We're going to make her dislike cooperation. So she's less inclined to then do mediating. It won't happen straight away. We've got to wait a bit, but it's something we can do for now. And it is, I think, quite an interesting thing. Looks like there's a war already going on here. Are these not allies? Who are they warring against? What's this? Traveling to the city of Iastur. Oh, it looks like the war's finished. Was this 3 nations and it's now just 2? They already done some damage, oh my word. I think they have, haven't they? This was 3, was it? And they've just taken them over. Absolute savages. Remember in this patch as well, guys, humanity can actually conquer and take over places. If this is she doing nurture, right? So if that makes some of this area, for example, more habitable, they might actually start populating it and spreading like the orcs would, which is pretty cool. But what we're going to do anyway, so we're going to ignore that for now. We're going to actually bring, I think I'm going to try and start doing shenanigans down here too. So create agent, another Hierophant. Always good, I think, in the sort of early game, just to start infiltrating. Have we got any rulers that are... No, fairly unremarkable, you're boring. What about you? You look pretty hench. Likes combat, interesting. You might be a good one. Let's go here. Let's do law this time. It's probably the better choice, to be honest. And do law, we're going to infiltrate the fortress. Oh, no, that was a silly choice. But oh well. You make mistakes sometimes, right? If what I should have done is done intrigue and then done law next turn, but when he levels up. But it's alright, it's all good, it's all good. We're going to level that. We're going to infiltrate this place, rob them, and then we're going to mess with this ruler's head a bit, see if we can't get a bit of a civil war potentially happening, or at least some disruption there. Infiltrating the city palace with our supplicant, perfect, and infiltrating a couple of fortresses, lovely job. This one's finished. Quinlan, excellent. Now, She's not leveled up, that's unfortunate. This will take forever, look. 30 turns. Can I do a little cheeky treasury rob? Let's do this. And I'm hoping it levels them up and then I can do my law ability literally twice as quick. Oh, there we are. Perfect. Law, taking it. There we go, let's proceed. Old age again, it's a killer in this game. Take all we can. Thank you, sir. Go to. It's got a bit of profile. I'm going to have to start managing that. This will give him a fair bit more, I think. No, I need to try and remember these. I think. What's this guy got? Let's put this ruler. Mantfam. What's he about? He dislikes cooperation. There's one of these that makes them dislike cooperation even more. I think it's envy. Let's try it. Look, 15 turns rather than 30, right? Much better. God, the music's so much better. Oh, somebody's gone insane. Good, finally. Iastur Let. Baron Lesserlis Netis has gone insane. So, by the Laughing Toe, that's our book. Great. This is what we like to see. The toast afflicted by its madness in a passage from hand to hand, driving the populace of this place into insanity. It now exists as a modifier. Rent Citadel and remain until the hero binds it safely, at which point you can either seal it back or wait until the hero is against you, at which point it will be readily available for retrieval. So what's the affliction, sorry? We don't know at this point. Mind shatters, obsessive cruelty. Oh yes, that's a great one. They can get 3 of these, by the way. Dismiss. What we're going to do then, I'll tell you what we're going to do here. So what it's going to do, it's going to sit there and make everybody mad in this area. However, it attracts attention. What I think I'm going to do, once I've infiltrated this place, I'll in shadow, I'll lay low, then I'm going to bomb it here, try and get the book back. Before a hero gets it, we'll see if I can do it. And then I'm going to try and drop it in another ruler's inventory and make them mad as well. And just start spreading crazy rulers around here because it can really mess up a nation, right? So let's see if we can do that. So let's have a look what he's doing. He's still infiltrating. Gospel of Envy, we like that. Let's skip through a bit. He's driven, he's a Lightbringer. The Chosen One's a Lightbringer, so he's driving back Shadow. I'm glad I haven't gone fully into the Shadow game because he'd be very effective at it. Oh no, this isn't, sorry, that's not the Chosen One. Where's the Chosen One? He was a mage, he's nothing like. And he got a similar portrait, right? So he's a mage. Oh, that's going to be troublesome then if we want to go into magic, but we'll see. Iastur is good at magic, I promise, so we'll see how we get on. Not when there's a Chosen One necessarily, but do we do some more dislikes? Cancel. What else have we got around here? What are you about? You're a sir. You haven't got a specific focus. What are you? You're a mediator. Reducing unrest. What do you like? You don't like cooperation already? Can I wonder. Oops, sorry. Use power, wrong one. Devil finds work. Select you. Can I make you dislike cooperation again? No. Oh, gutted. She's got some great traits as is, look. She doesn't like anything good, really, does she? What else have you got here? No ambition, no cruelty, no combat, no danger. If I cancel this, I get my power back fine. She's already a great little hero. Excellent. Well, maybe we'll use it then to... Let's see what this game brings. Let us. I said I wanted to do some of this. Let's do it. Let's infiltrate this. Get some shadow spread over here. There we are. Right. How many turns are we on? 31. Let's get to 35 and then we'll stop it. Oh, this woman again. She's robbing me blind. I have another 5 gold, you thief. Ah, okay. This is another... I think this is a new one. A rare site of charity within the Deray's castle. Whilst keeping to himself, Hierophant Charsina Jiang watches as the needy of Deray's castle line themselves for bread provided by the city's Ophanimite sect. Oh, interesting. So it's a sect of... Is this? It is a... it's a fan one, but that's cool. They've got in the... Ophanim is a god, right, in the game that you could play as. That's quite interesting, bringing it together like that. Looking to swell its ranks with the grateful poor. An old matron notices his idle hands and comments that with nothing better to do, your agent could help with the beneficence. Excellent, okay. Having been confronted, he is now closely eyed by the gossiping do-gooders. Right, so I can aid them. I lose 10 change progress and gain 5 profile but lose 4 menace. I have neither, so that's not any good. I've got no gold. Radiant is your profit. Requires oath in him. Interesting. I can't. 1 menace. Ah, screw you, man. I'm not gonna. I could live with 1 menace. Sorry, no charity from me. I'm an evil, evil supplicant. Right, let's. What are we on? What time are we looking at? Let's stop the game there, guys. It's been a few minutes. I'm gonna pause the game there for now. We'll come back next time and see if we can't. I've got a power to spend as well. It's exciting. See if we can't do some more danger. So the plan is, as I said earlier, basically we're going to try and make everywhere mad. Really turn man against man and make them fight each other so we don't have to do anything. It's a very... Iastur's, I like his playstyle. It's very subtle but kind of... you can really mess with people personally as well, which I quite enjoy. Like you can make the Chosen One's family all go insane and stuff, which is quite funny to see. Not him directly or her. You can't effectively direct them, but you can mess with their family quite heavily, and it's. I like it. I do enjoy it. Well, thank you for watching this, guys. Hopefully that's been a bit of interest. If you liked the video, obviously please do hit that like button. If you'd like to see more, please do subscribe, and welcome to all the new subscribers. Very nice to have so much more interest on the game and on the channel. It's it's great to see. Thank you for all the comments. I really do read them and try and respond to them pretty quick. So don't be shy if you've got something to say. If you think I'm awful, if you think I'm playing well, whatever, please do comment. And hopefully we'll see each other again on the next Iastur video, which won't be too long. I'll be trying to get a few of these out fairly quick. So thank you very much for watching and take care.